Hello everyone, we are Team Florified with ID Team C241TS187. We have 7 teams, which has 3ML, 2CC, and 2MD. Next is we divide our content into 7 sections, which is background, recent, existing result, implementation, result, documentation, and local deployment. Next, the background. The plant disease detection application address the challenge of identifying and managing plant disease that threatens crops and farmer livelihood. We see the current technology often lack stability and real-time capability to detect it. So we can up into this idea.
Now I'm going to talk about the reason why we choose this project. The agricultural sector is the backbone of global food security, yet it is increasingly threatened by plant diseases that cause significant crop losses. Farmers often face delayed diagnosis due to limited resources, causing crop losses. Our goal is to create a solution for immediate, accurate disease identification, allowing prompt action. The application ensures timely detection, accessible tools, and reliability in various connectivity conditions. Next is the existing result. Previous studies have used machine learning for plant disease detection, but often lack accuracy, real-time processing, and accessibility for non-technical users. They also miss robust offline functionality, a comprehensive monitoring dashboard, and an integrated data preprocessing pipeline. Our project addresses these limitations to create a more effective and user-friendly applications. The example of the existing result that we take is PlantSnap and PlantApp. The difference between those app and our Florify app is in the features that it has. Our Florify app offers more in features like encyclopedia, so farmers can look through the encyclopedia for the plant problems, and a forum discussion to chat with other Florify app users.
So next, I will show you our implementation of machine learning. First of all, this is the tools that we use in machine learning. There is the first is Kaggle to find dataset for disease of rice, potato, and corn. Second is TensorFlow, library to build and train models for disease detection in rice, potato, and corn. Third is Google Colab. We use Google Colab for coding and training machine learning models. Fourth is Google Drive, where to store dataset and code files. Next slide. The machine learning components of this project involve data preprocessing and building a model that can classify plant by disease based on image provided by users. Example of plants can be seen in 3 images below, namely potato, corn, and rice. Next slide. This is our workflow for machine learning. First is data collecting. We collected dataset for rice, corn, and potato plant disease from reliable resource. High quality, diverse data is essential for creating robust models. Second is pre-processing. We prepared our dataset by separating data into training and validation set, cleaning, and standardizing. Proper processing impacts the model learning and generalization. Third is build the model. Uh, we built our machine learning model using MobileNet V3 Small, suitable for mobile application due to its efficiency. We trained it to classify plant disease into 4 categories, using early stopping to prevent overfitting and ensure high performance.
In Verify, we use Google Cloud services such as Cloudflare Store as our database to store all user data, encyclopedia, user prediction history, and forum data. The next one is Cloud Storage. In Cloud Storage, we store all images that will be used in encyclopedia and storing the user prediction history image. And then we use App Engine to deploy our application API. And the last service that we use is Cloud Run, where we deploy the machine learning model. For the REST API, we use Node.js with Express.js framework for the application API. And also, we use Python with Flask framework for the machine learning models. Here is the architecture of Verify. Firstly, all of our services are deployed in the Asia Southeast 2 or Jakarta. When a user accesses Verify, the application communicates with an API that deployed on App Engine. Then our machine learning model is deployed on CloudRun. This ensures scalable and efficient performance. Then there is cloud storage bucket where we store images for the app. Lastly, we use Firestore as our database, which manages and stores all the application data.
For MD, we use several tools to build application. The first one is Figma, a collaborative tool for designing and prototyping UI UX, which enables real-time collaboration and feedback. Then Kotlin. Building Android apps with Kotlin as the main language provides a modern programming language for developers to increase productivity. Then Android Studio, the primary IDE for Android app development, fully supporting Kotlin. It offers a comprehensive suite of tools for designing, testing, and debugging application and integrates seamlessly with various Android development tools and services. Then Gradle, a powerful wheel annotation tool where datasets and code files are stored and managed. The last one is GitHub, a platform for version control and code collaboration, often used with Android Studio and Kotlin. For the stage of building the application, we did it in 3 stages. The first is design. At this stage, we designed the UI UX using wireframe and mockup, focusing on modern design and good user experience. The second is development. For backend, we develop business logic, API connection, and implement UI using XML in Android Studio, ensuring robust and efficient application functionality. The last one is deployment. At this stage, we create an APK or AAB for distribution, preparing the app to be used by many people.
So this is the result of our application. Florify begins with an onboarding page to introduce users to its features. After onboarding, users proceed to the login and registration page, where they can register by providing a username, email, and password. Once registered, users are directed to the login page to access the app using their new account credentials. Successful login takes user to the homepage. Encyclopedia is a standout feature offering detailed information about various plant diseases and their treatments. For the main functionality, users can perform a scan to diagnose disease affecting their plants. After capturing a photo, users select the plant type, which is potato, rice, or corn. The app analyzes the photo and presents the scan result as text, indicating the disease type and providing a link to the relevant encyclopedia entry for further details. If users need additional insight beyond the scan results, they can post these results in the forum to ask questions and seek advice from other users or experts. The forum supports comment and feedback on posts, fostering a collaborative environment. Additionally, the profile page features a history section where users can manage their scan history. It also provides option to delete the account, update profile information, and log out from their account. Florify has significantly improved detection accuracy and processing speed, delivering timely, accurate disease diagnosis that reduce crop losses and boost agricultural productivity. Screenshots and the monitoring dashboard demonstrated its practical benefits, while positive users' feedback highlights its ease of use and reliability. And for the detail of documentation that can be accessed by this GitHub link above. Thank you.
Okay, next local deployment. On local deployment, we make it to 5 phases in the segment. In the first phase is research and planning. In month 1, the functional need is 1 project manager, 2 developers, 1 UX designer, 1 plant disease expert. Second phase is research and design. In month 2, personnel need is 2 developers, 1 UI UX designer, and 1 plant disease expert. Third phase is development. In month 3 and 4, personnel need is 2 developers, 1 UI UX designer, and 1 plant disease expert. Fourth phase is testing and quality assurance. In month 5, personnel need is 2 developers, 1 QA tester, and 1 plant disease expert. Last phase is launch marketing. Month 6, personnel need is project manager, marketing specialist, and developer. For the budget, you can see in last column here, the total budget is $15,000. Okay, next we have tools and subscription. We need development tools, open source IDE, record repositories, and next design tool, free course design tool like Figma, database service, closed database service, machine learning tools, framework like TensorFlow and Keras, marketing tools, social media ads, and free email marketing service.